This episode is not just about a career transition. It's about how life quietly prepares you for something bigger before you even realize it. There are moments in life where everything seems stable, predictable, almost routine. And then suddenly, something shifts. Not gradually, not expectedly, but instantly. And in that moment, you are forced to either doubt yourself or step into a version of yourself you've never seen before. This episode is about one such moment. For 4 years, I had built my identity as an SAP BI consultant. I knew my work. I understood reporting systems, dashboards, data pipelines. I had clarity. I had comfort. And then one day, my manager called me in. It felt like any other discussion. No signs, no warnings. But what he said next completely changed my direction. He asked me to explore machine learning. For a moment, I thought I misheard him. Machine learning? Me? I had never seen myself in that role. I wasn't someone who came from a hardcore programming background. I wasn't writing complex algorithms. I wasn't building AI systems. I was a BI consultant. And suddenly, I was being asked to become something else, something bigger, something unfamiliar, something uncomfortable. Sometimes, the biggest opportunities in life don't come with clarity. They come with confusion. They don't come with confidence. They come with doubt. And the real question is not, am I ready? The real question is, am I willing? My first reaction was hesitation. I told my manager honestly, I'm not someone who is strong in coding. I might struggle with this. It wasn't fear of failure. It was fear of the unknown, because stepping into machine learning meant starting from scratch again. New concepts, new tools, new expectations, and most importantly, a new identity. But my manager didn't step back. He insisted. Not once, not twice, but continuously. And that made me think, why was he so confident when I wasn't? What did he see in me that I couldn't see in myself? There are people in life who change your journey, not by giving you answers, but by believing in you when you don't believe in yourself. And sometimes, that belief becomes the turning point of your life. That's when it hit me. This wasn't a random decision. There was a reason behind this shift. A new client had come in, and they wanted something different. Not just data, but intelligence. Not just reports, but predictions. Not just dashboards, but decisions driven by AI. And suddenly, the picture became clear. This was not a role change. This was a transformation. An opportunity to move from descriptive analytics to predictive intelligence. But here's the truth. Opportunities don't come at the right time. They come when you are still figuring things out. And if you wait to feel ready, you will miss them. In that moment, I paused, not to think about the future, but to reflect on the past. 4 years back, I had nothing, no job, no financial stability, no clear direction. I was in a phase where survival itself felt uncertain. But what kept me going was not skill. It was not knowledge. It was responsibility. Responsibility towards my family. Responsibility towards my situation. And a deep passion for technology. That combination slowly built everything I had. Sometimes we underestimate our own journey. We think we are not ready for the next level, but we forget how far we've already come. That's when I made a decision. If I could come from nothing to becoming a consultant, then I could go one step further. I didn't know machine learning, but I knew how to learn. I didn't know data science, but I knew how to work hard. And most importantly, I knew I couldn't let this opportunity go. So I said yes, not because I was confident, but because I was willing. Growth doesn't start when you feel confident. Growth starts when you say yes, despite uncertainty. That's when the real journey began. I started learning everything from scratch. Statistics, Python, machine learning concepts. I wasn't attending structured programs. I wasn't following a predefined roadmap. I was figuring things out, one step at a time. Learning, unlearning, and relearning. There were moments of confusion, moments of frustration, but there was also progress. Slow, but consistent. When you enter a new domain, you don't need clarity. You need consistency. Soon, learning was not enough. I had to deliver. This wasn't just theory anymore. This was real business impact. I started working on data science projects, understanding data in a completely new way, building models, finding patterns, and gradually, things started to make sense. Not perfectly, but progressively. I started meeting expectations, then exceeding them. Confidence is not something you start with. It is something you build through execution. Without realizing, I had changed from someone who was hesitant about coding to someone solving real-world AI problems, from someone working on reports to someone driving insights, from a BI consultant to a data scientist. And this transformation didn't happen because I planned it. It happened because I embraced it. But just when I thought I had found my direction, life had another twist waiting. In 2018, I was sent back to Coimbatore for a client engagement, but this time, things were different. The role was not just about data science. The client didn't just want models. They wanted someone who could understand their business, their challenges, their vision, and translate that into technology. This was no longer about executing tasks. This was about thinking strategically. Sometimes growth pushes you beyond your role, not because you are ready, but because the situation demands it. That's when I realized I was no longer just a data scientist. I was evolving into something more. A solution architect, someone who connects business problems with technological solutions. And that journey was just beginning.